William was a doorman at the most prestigious hotel in town. He took great pride in his job and loved welcoming guests from all over the world. However, he had a unique way of greeting people. He would only use rhymes and riddles. "Welcome, welcome to our grand abode, where the finest amenities are bestowed," William would say to each and every guest. Some guests found his rhymes and riddles charming, while others found them annoying and confusing. But William couldn't help himself. He loved the challenge of coming up with new rhymes and riddles every day. One day, a very important guest arrived at the hotel, a famous singer who was in town for a concert. William was determined to come up with the perfect rhyme to welcome her. As she approached the entrance, William greeted her with a big smile and said, "Oh, miss, you are so fine, your voice is like a divine wine. Welcome to our humble abode, where luxury and comfort overflowed." The singer was impressed by William's greeting and couldn't help but smile. She thought he was a real character, and she even asked him to come to her concert that night as her special guest. William was thrilled and couldn't wait to attend the concert. He spent the rest of the day telling everyone about the special invitation he received and how his rhymes and riddles had won over the famous singer. From that day on, William's habit of welcoming guests with rhymes and riddles became even more popular at the hotel. Guests would even request him to greet them in his unique style. William's habit had turned into a trademark of the hotel, and people would come from far and wide just to hear him welcome them in his special way. And William was proud to be known as the rhyming doorman of the most prestigious hotel in town. Despite his popularity, William had a secret that nobody knew. His habit of using rhymes and riddles was actually a way for him to cope with his struggles. He had been going through a tough time in his personal life, and his rhymes and riddles were a way to distract himself from his problems. But one day, a regular guest at the hotel, a wise old man, noticed that there was something different about William's rhymes. He listened carefully and realized that the rhymes were actually a cry for help. The wise old man approached William and asked him what was wrong. William was hesitant at first, but eventually opened up and shared his struggles with the wise old man. The wise old man listened patiently and offered William some advice and guidance. He helped him come up with healthier ways to cope with his problems and encouraged him to seek professional help. With the wise old man's help, William was able to get the support he needed to overcome his struggles. He continued to welcome guests with his rhymes and riddles, but this time, they were not just a distraction, they were a genuine expression of his joy and love for his job. And so, William continued to be the rhyming doorman of the most prestigious hotel in town, but with a newfound sense of peace and happiness. His guests could still enjoy his unique way of welcoming them, but now they knew that his rhymes were not just a quirky habit, but a way for him to express his true self. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribe to be notified of freshly baked, frightfully generic stories.